Get your weekly dose.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Life Upgrade Podcast Show, and this is your host, Fulfillment Obi. Today we're talking about laser focus, and I believe that this episode is just coming right in time because I know a lot of people are struggling to hold their focus together. They're involved in a lot of things and it's sapping their energy, so they can't seem to achieve tangible results in life. They have put their hands into a lot of things and it's not producing as much result as they expected. So if you're a kind of person that is dealing with distractions, finding it difficult to focus on one stuff, have multiple things and you're practicing multitasking, then this episode is just for you. This might be what you need to change, to upgrade, and to begin to function at the next level. Without wasting much time, let's get started.
Let's bounce. Ladies and gentlemen, turn it up. Make some noise. This is what the bounce is.
When we talk about focus, I believe that it's important and it's very essential to our progress and success in life. Without focus, it will be impossible to ever step into the arenas of greatness. So if you want to build something worthwhile, something worth people's admiration, then you must have the quality to focus. You must be able to focus your attention, your energy, and your mental power to just one stuff. Many people have lost a lot in life because they failed to focus at just one thing. And to have laser focus is a quality that a lot of people are struggling to impute into their life. Focus is just about channeling your energy to the right stuff so that you can yield a lot of results in a short period of time, or yield a lot of results after you've put in the hard work. Now we're going to talk about some stuff that make it very difficult for people to stay focused on one stuff, that make it very, very, very difficult for people to just stay focused. There's only one thing that's keeping people from being focused, and that's the enemy of focus: distraction. Distraction is the very enemy of focus, and we so find it everywhere, and they come in different shapes, different sizes, and in different form. Let's take for example, you want to study a book and you've made up your mind that you're going to study that book that day and start implementing those stuff into your life. But every time you try to read, then you get a notification from your phone, you try to watch a meme online, watch a funny video online, go through TikTok for just a minute. What's going to happen is that you're going to stay in one position in that book for a very long time. You're not going to make any real progress because you are being distracted. The same thing happened to people in their life. They pick up a business and I'm going to give my all to this business, and before you know, and when they see they're not making the progress they're imagined, then they look at other people and say, oh well, it's like that business is really progressing, let me go into that business. They dump what they have been doing and what they have been building for years and just go into a strange path where they have no expertise. They have been distracted. We also receive distraction from our environment, especially in this technological age. It is very, very easy to be distracted. Our phones, our mobile devices, our PCs, and all that make it very easy for us to be distracted. You're walking your own path, going your own lane, and trying to achieve something great for your life. But when you go online, you feel you're not really making any progress in life because you're trying to compare yourself with the life of other persons, of what you're seeing online, forgetting that people only put the good part of their life online. So you feel sad, you feel betrayed, and you tell yourself, well, it's like I'm doing the wrong stuff and there's no need for me to continue doing what I'm doing. So you try to learn other stuff. Okay, I used to be a digital marketer, but like graphic design is what is really making the trend right now. Affiliate marketing, well, that's really great. I need to learn that. And you leave your path, what you've been doing, and you go into affiliate marketing and trying to learn graphic design, and you are distracted. So these things come around our life, and it makes it very difficult for people to achieve anything tangible in life. If you are easily distracted, it will be impossible for you to stay focused, and without focus you cannot build anything tangible. It's just like you're building on sand. Everything you've been building will come crumbling, because the test of your strength and your mental power and your energy is the ability to stay focused. Okay, now let's talk about how you can handle distraction, because that's the first thing you need to do if you ever want to stay focused in life or at anything you do. Now, the first thing you need to do is to try as much as possible to control your emotions. The reason why many people are distracted is because they crave instant gratification, which is an emotional problem. Now, if you feel the urge or the need to do something that is not supposed to be done, then you need to have self-control. You need to try to control yourself, control your mind, and control the way you feel. The first thing you can do is to eliminate everything that can trigger distraction or trigger a certain type of emotion that will lead you to be distracted. So if you know that you're fond of watching funny videos online and that's really becoming a distraction, what you can do is to uninstall the app and try as much as possible not to go back to that particular application. If there are things in your environment that is making it very easy for you to be distracted, then you need to do away with those stuff. If going online and seeing the progress of other people and how they are doing their stuff, then you should probably stop following those kind of persons so that they don't distract you. If a certain type of business is trying to pose a threat to you and you feel the urge to abandon what you've been doing and go start something new, then you need to remind yourself of the importance of what you've been doing and the sacrifice you've paid over the years for that particular stuff you've been doing. So just because something is not working immediately doesn't mean it's not going to work. Just because something is not working immediately doesn't mean you failed. It just means that you're still in the process of developing yourself, getting the required skills that will lead you the road to success. Now, let's talk about the importance of focus, why it is very important and necessary for you to stay focused. Now, understand that we as humans, we only have limited energy. So some people may say, well, focus doesn't really work for me because I'm naturally gifted to do a lot of stuff, to go into a lot of stuff, and it not really have any effect on me. But that's a lie, because we all have different energy levels and there are certain things we can't handle when we begin to expand our energy into different stuff. I said in my previous podcast episode, Energy on the Rise, that whatever you energize, you give the opportunity to grow. So if you're distributing your energy on stuff that might not yield high return at the end of the day, then you are wasting your energy. So for example, let's say you have 10 businesses you are running at once. You have to give those businesses your attention, your time. You have to think about them. You have to strategize. You have to put things in place for those 10 businesses to work. And so you need to evenly distribute your energies to those businesses. Now, at the end of the day, they might not end up performing well or doing great or standing up against competitors because you have limited energy, and distributed to those 10 businesses is not going to do well. Now, let's take for example, you carried all those businesses and you take your energy from them and put them in just one business. Now, there's every opportunity and possibility for you to scale that business so it become very big, because now that business have your opportunity, have your energy, have your attention, have your time, and you know what to do to make that business grow. So you need to understand your energy level. How much energy do you have? How much mental strength do you have to carry a lot of stuff at once? So even if you're gifted, you need to know how much things you can take and what you can do at a certain time, so that you can focus on those things that will really, really impact your life in future. Now, there's something very important I want to throw into this episode real quick, and that's polygamy. Well, it's not just about marriage, but it's about focus. And I got this idea from the book The Millionaire Fast Lane, written by MJ DeMarco. I was studying the book years ago, and he dedicated a particular section of that book to talk about polygamy. And he talked about it in the business angle, not actually in the marital aspect or in the marital angle. Polygamy is when people try to go into a lot of stuff at once. Now, you see people who are biochemists, affiliate marketers, graphic designers, video editors, digital marketers, and you wonder, how do these people do all these things and how do they manage them? If you look very closely, you find out that most of those things are very shallow. They don't have the required skills or training to really, really make something out of those stuff they claim they can they major in, or they claim they know. They cannot really satisfy their customers or the people they serve. And what makes people to go into this kind of stuff is they are trying as much as possible to get income from all different sources. So if you ask them, why are you doing this, they'll tell you, I'm trying to get 4 or 5 sources of income. In reality, things does not work that way. If you do not make a lasting impact in just one stuff, people will take you for granted. Now, for example, let's say you are a graphic designer, a video editor, an affiliate marketer, and a digital marketer. Now, if someone come to you and say, please, can you design for me? And he looks at your design and they are looking very bad, that person is not going to come. Maybe somebody else come for video editing and you can't really do it well. It means that you are downgrading and derating yourself. It's going to come to a time nobody will want to hire you for any stuff, and that's the bad side about polygamy. Even in the family, those families who practice polygamy have a lot of issues. The husband have to try as much as possible to share his attention to his many wives, and that's really puts a lot of burden in him. So why not take all those energy and focus on just one stuff that will yield high interest for you, one stuff that people can look and say, yes, he's a video editor and he's really good at it, and if you give him any business, contract, or any work to do, we are sure that he's going to perform very well and bring out the best and give you the very best. So if people do not know you for something, and people do not know you for what you can do and what you can deliver, then you see yourself in danger, because it's come to a time people will not take you seriously. Now, some of you may ask, what if the one thing I'm doing does not pay out at the end of the day? What if I focus on just one stuff? I keep my focus and I'm focused, but at the end of the day I found that I made a mistake. Well, that's life for you, but what's important is that you will learn from your mistakes. You will know what to do in future. Now, one of the biggest reasons why people find it difficult to focus again is the lack of purpose. When you're connected to a purpose or something very passionate that aligns with your destiny, it is difficult for you to be distracted or not to be focused. Why? Because you know that it's kind of connected to your purpose. A lot of people walk around without having any sense of purpose. They don't know what it means to walk in destiny, and they don't know what it means to live a life of purpose. So whatever they are doing is detached from their life. So they are seeing it as an end to make more money, to get more money, and so they can survive. And that's a very bad and very ugly way to live, because if you live outside of purpose, everything you're going to be doing is going to look so boring, it's going to look tiring, and not going to give you any sense of fulfillment in life. So what you should do is to try to locate your for purpose and try to do things that align with your purpose, so that when you begin to do those stuff, you can give them your 100% attention, and you will begin to see you see yourself improving, and you see everything around your life improve. So the level of your focus to the things that have to do with your purpose in life determines how fast you will grow and how successful you become at the end of the day. When we talk about purpose, I want to let you know that you cannot find your purpose on your own. You have to bring God into this situation. A lot of people are trying to find their purpose by doing what will make them happy. A lot of times, when we base our purpose on what will make us happy, we are basing our purpose on our emotion. And that's a very bad thing to do, because our emotions change. So you may come to a season in your life when you no longer feel like, well, I'm not called to do this, and I don't think that this is my purpose. So you just wasted 10 years chasing the wrong stuff. So that is why you need to ask God of your purpose. God, what do I need to do? What have you created me for? What are you saying about my life? What plans do you have for my life? What actually do you want me to go? When you begin to say this kind of stuff in prayer, direct them to God. I believe God is faithful enough to bring your purpose to reality and to show your purpose to you. Bishop DJ said, God is not hiding your purpose. He's not doing hide and seek with your purpose. If you have the humble mind to ask Him, He will surely reply and answer you. So have a strong sense of purpose, connect what you are doing with your purpose, and stay focused. And that is the very secret to success. We're going to talk about the power of focus. Before we talk about that, let me just anticipate some of your questions. You're like, okay, well, people like Elon Musk, those people have 3-4 companies and they're doing well. Now I need to answer that question. As you begin to grow in purpose, you find out that what you have been called to do is very big, is very large, and you have to incorporate other stuff into it. The problem is when you are distracted at the beginning of your stuff or whatever you're doing, it becomes very difficult for you to handle a lot of other stuff. But when you focus on one stuff and you build it, and you build it well, and you begin to produce a lot of fruit and results, you can easily venture to add something else to it, knowing that okay, now this thing is already established and it will not demand as much from me, so I now have the resources to start up something else and be able to give it the attention it deserves till it becomes big also. That's the pattern, and that's the pattern you should follow. So if you have 3 solid things you want to do in life, try to do one of them first. When that thing is big enough and have produced enough fruit and resources, you can now venture into other stuff and build them also. Now it is all about managing your energy, and this is one of the effective ways you can manage your energy. Now let's talk about the power of focus. Well, focus is very powerful. Now, and a popular example is this: if all the light rays of the sun is focused at one point, the result is mind-blowing. It can burn whatever is beneath it, maybe a dry leaf or a wood or a paper, and that's it. So focus is powerful. It can bring out the best at every situation. It can bring out the best in you. It can help you improve at a very faster rate. It can organize your life, and it can make you very, very productive. So if you know how to apply focus in your life, if you know how to utilize the power of focus, it will be mind-blowing the things you will be able to build. Here's what I want you to do. If your life is looking messy and disorganized, it might be you've been failing to focus on those things that are right, those things that really, really demand your attention. A lot of people focus on a lot of stuff that will not really help them out in life, or they are focused on the wrong stuff. For example, if you focus on making money and all your goal and your attention is on money, then you are putting yourself in danger. In the book I read, Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, he talked about pseudo purpose. Those people who chase after material wealth and money, that is not real purpose. Those things can easily bring unsatisfaction to your life. So if you focus on money instead of helping people, instead of bettering the community, instead of doing things that will really bring fulfillment to your life, you're putting yourself in danger. So don't focus on the wrong stuff. Focus on the right stuff. Focus on your daily improvement. Focus on God, on prayer, studying the scriptures, growing your faith, growing in the spirit, growing in all areas of your life, trying to contribute to society and make the world a better place. Those kind of things will bring you fulfillment in life. So even if you're old, you know that yes, you've dedicated your life to do something that is worthwhile. So don't focus on the wrong stuff. Focus on the right stuff. Those things that will really impact your life and impact the life of those around you positively. You can start doing this today. No matter how disorganized your life is, you can start implementing focus. Just focus. Focus on what is right. I want to go through the Bible. I've seen a lot of great people do great stuff, outstanding stuff, mind-blowing stuff. Jesus, he was focused on his ministry. He did a lot of great stuff for people, things that people thought was impossible. Just because he was focused, he never ventured to do things that wasn't aligned to his purpose. He focused his attention on what is right. Daniel, Moses, all those great leaders, David, all those people applied focus. Without focus, it would have been impossible for them to achieve anything great in life. And the last thing I want to say is that when you are determined to be focused, you will face temptation. And sometimes you have to say no to a lot of good things and a lot of good opportunities. This is it. Some good opportunities might open up that might be harmful to your future. So focus will tell you to say no to those opportunities or to those good things so that you will not miss out of better things in the future. So to learn more about focus, maybe we'll have to do another episode because I'm already taking too much time already. So maybe we'll have to do another episode in future. And if you love what you've heard so far, there's a little you can do. Subscribe and also subscribe to our newsletter. That way you'll be able to get notification whenever we release any episode or release any publication that will really impact your life. And one of the things that I would love you to do also is to share this message to as many as you can. If you are determined to grow in your faith, then you should follow the Living Flames of Fire on YouTube, on Living Flame of Fire podcast, on Telegram. We are pretty much everywhere. So that organization is focused on helping you grow spiritually and to take you deeper in the knowledge of Christ. So if you really want to grow and you are a Christian, you can follow the Living Flames of Fire and to present you with everything you need to grow. Thank you so much, family, for tuning into the Life Upgrade today. And I promise you next week will be powerful. It will be exciting, and it will be better. So until next week, stay blessed and stay empowered.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.